100% Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Brighton 0. Joined by Jamie. Mate, tell me about today. I thought it was slow, but it was all right in the end.
In the first half, we were diabolical, in my opinion. We were really slow, really mediocre. No urgency, nothing really. One thing that kept on popping up, which is kind of not about the game, but like the atmosphere that kept on popping up, it's like how bad it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think we kind of need to get behind the team a bit more than we do. Like, even in the Matthew Arden-Lower, somebody was kicking off about how dead it was. And, you know,
I was there.
Yeah, it was a bit like, even in the stand it was mediocre, you know, like, and like, you've got more chance of, like, I don't know, you've got more chance of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something, winning the lottery than getting the whole stand to start singing when we're 0-0, do you know what I mean?
But let's talk about the game. I mean, obviously, the game had a big effect on the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, Brighton 10 men behind the ball. You know, the same against Everton last week. We struggled to break them down the first. Obviously, we did it in the end, but what changed? What was different?
I think, as Lewis said, it might have been Conte's team talk during the half-time period, but you never know. I mean, I think in the second half we were a lot more urgent, a lot more positive going forward. You know, like unlike the first half, you know, we were really fast on the ball. You know, it could have been a lot more. You know, Marcus Alonso had a couple of chances. You know, he could have had a hat trick. To be fair, the header, not the free kick, then the header, then he scored a header, obviously. So he was brilliant today. Another player that stood out as being really good was Kante. You know, that run where Hazard should have scored, that was brilliant in my opinion. You know, overall it was a good team performance, but I mean, you know, I think a lot of things that keep on like being mentioned is the January transfer window. You know, we do need to do a lot of work because the players in the new year are going to be knackered. Conte wants 3+ players. I mean, realistically, to go out and get players that will strengthen that, it'll be tough. But if I'm not saying in a dream world, but in a scenario which is realistic as well, who would you like to see us bring in? Bertrand? Yeah, Bertrand is a quality player, that's the thing, you know. I would love to bring him back, you know.
What about proven Premier League striker? Do you know what I've been saying that I quite like? I want like your opinion on it. Charlie Austin. No?
He's a good player. He is a good player. I remember in what season was it with QPR? He was on fire. I can't remember which season it was.
Keeping fit, decent backup striker.
Yeah, that's a good point. To be fair, with Batshuayi, I mentioned to Jeremy the other week against Bournemouth, is that he's so.
He had a good game today, I thought, when he came on. He had the ball up well, passed it off.
But he's so, I'm not gonna say what I was about. He's so shit sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, like, he's like walking about on the pitch, like, you know, like, put a rocket up your ass and start chasing the ball. Do you know what I mean? You know, put some effort in. You know, change your attitude. Get off Twitter. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, show why FIFA should increase your rating on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get like 99 if you're playing like shit, are you? Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough.
Take care, mate.